All right, guys, it's time for another quarter collection and laundromat video. Great news, we've started on the renovation series already. We're filming that now. We're going to go through, completely tear out everything in the laundromat and do it. And we're doing a series on getting a company coming in and advising us, and then we're going to go over the nuts and the bolts of how much money it makes after the renovations. We've been documenting this journey for a year, over a year, maybe a year and 3 months now. So here it goes on the quarter collection. Hey guys, it's Brandon with Investment Joy, and we're doing another quarter collection. Welcome again, once again, to another Investment Joy quarter collection. I'm having to do voiceover. You'll see in a little bit why, but this pop machine was relatively low on drinks. I'm going to give you a POV on what it's like to be a 7-Up can. So now we're opening the bill acceptor, and it's pretty much just a plastic little container with some ones in it. Here's the track. It's kind of like a roller coaster. It's kind of neat and goes down into the coin validator, but now we're running into the problem. Dimes are skipping over the validator and now running in. Okay. For once, I have said people this is here. difficult. It's because the laundromat is full of people doing clothes. I figured I'd give you an action shot of someone's laundry because that's what we do here. Today, I think there was over a dozen people in the laundromat, so I had to be very, very cautious on the quarter collection just to make sure no one saw the coins. It's very, very odd, but laundromat's busy, so that's a good thing. With it getting cold, everybody's not doing their laundry in their bathtub anymore, and they're using my laundromat, which is cool. So here is the vending machine. Here is the inventory we got on it. Once again, the candy sells really good. Here is the bill validator. It's almost like the Coke machine out front. It's just full of $1 bills, hopefully a lot of them. I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed at this point, because now we're segmenting into the terrible soap story. I'm sure you remember Post Malone and his dirtbag buddies. Well, one of his friends actually came in, this guy here, and took a crowbar to try and get into the bill exchanger, which he was very unsuccessful for. But he was able to pop the front off of these poor, innocent soap machines that have never hurt anybody in their life and just provided joy, soap, and laundry bags to people. And he made off with maybe $20 worth of coins, but managed to damage the machines. I've called the police, sent them videos. But just like Post Malone and the Dirtbag crew, he has not been arrested yet. But we'll see where that goes. And if Post Malone gets any trouble, I'll let you know. Still nothing except damage to my poor laundry machines. And the noteworthy thing is they drop these off here at my laundromat. There's a local factory starting off work at 15 to 16 bucks an hour. So that's not too bad in an area where you can still rent a apartment for 300 bucks. But I digress, and let's go back to looking at this coin validator for my vending machine. We've done the collection just a little bit different than normal, I guess you would say. I am segmenting the washers and some of the machines together. Oh, there's Alan. He heard my lamentations, and he is restocking that. So we're actually doing collections from these coin hoppers today, as opposed to just throwing everything into one bucket. So this is a 3-bucket spectacular, and I've saved you the trouble of watching me fumble with the keys. Okay, so we don't have the bill counter, but we do have the change counter, which is really what you guys want. So we'll run through the vending first, then the washers and dryers at the same time. We'll figure out that number, and then we'll do a manual bill count. So here are the coins from vending, dollars from vending, and this is the first run of washers and the back run of washers. So we've got a good bit of money here, and we're going to start. and another pile of dimes and nickels. 647. And here are the dimes and nickels. I'm slowly keeping them for a giant turn-in day. Here are the vending totals as well as my estimated cost of goods. So with a net income of $179.25. So that goes in a backup bucket here with the dollar bills from the vending machine. And here are the washers in the back that I mentioned earlier. Now we're going to go through, count those exclusively, then count the normal washers and dryers. Here goes. So for just the back washers, we end up with $11.61 total. That's $290.25. Now for the rest of the washers and the dryers. So here goes. So here we are with our totals at $2,776. That's $694 in quarters total. Now the thing is here, we want to compare it to what we have here in our change exchanger machine to see, do we have net quarters being brought into the laundromat or did they walk off? Oh, that's a lot. That's good. That's a good sign. That's good. And we're almost out of quarters in the machine. That's bad. So after everything's said and done, there's $615 in cash here, and there was almost $700 in the coin count. When I open up the delicious safe with quarters, I have to go, and I had to hand sort this today, which was kind of a miserable experience, but whatever. And to be clear, when we get the money out of the dollar bill to quarter exchanger, meaning you put in dollar bills, you get quarters out, I tend to recycle any coins that we have left. Sometimes I'm left with a surplus, like today, but I don't take these to the bank. I don't know how many questions people ask. They say, do you take your quarters to the bank? The answer is absolutely not. I retain them. I put them in a safe place till we need quarters, because sometimes there's an ebb and a flow between getting quarters, a surplus of dollars, surplus of quarters. So the bills will go in the bank. I could have $750 here in bills. The quarters just get recycled. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, I generally answer all the questions within the first 4 or 5 hours. Be sure to get a hold of me on Discord. And then we're starting up live streams and mentorship programs so you guys can ride along with me in my car and ask me questions about business and how I bought laundromats with no money out of my own pocket, things like that. So thank you guys for watching.